Zelda from the very start. I got the heart and smarts to play the part. Down with Zelda. Creeping through with an overhead view, cause a man's gotta do what a man's gotta do. So I stay on track, collect the facts, never cut slack, and I always watch my back for jacks. Down with Zelda, yeah. Strong as then, I'm the man with the plan, cause the power's in my head and the power's in my hand. Down with Zelda.
Hey everybody, it is Friday night. I am... this is going to be a really bad intro. My name is Dan. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another exciting episode of Game Apartment 1C. I am a sleep-deprived boy. You can see my info up here. I'm still getting used to the hand motions. I am Dan Captain Someday. I am 33 years old. I am a good challenge boy, a lover of root beer, and I need to learn brevity, as I have very, very much learned this week with the retrospective. Thank you for the follow. How's it going, everybody? I hope it's going all right. I am still suffering from lack of sleep. I camped out for that SNES Mini Classic Edition. Well worth it, but I'm running off of like an hour of sleep, maybe? So, wow, yeah. I'm so excited to see everybody. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. So, housekeeping, which I usually do before I really get into things here. I was going to be really brief this week just because I'm kind of underprepared, so I apologize. So, a few things, knock off the list. As always, thank you very much for Tronbon Art for doing the overlay for the stream. You can see her signature down, and there we go, in the corner in that nice little Famicom cart. But you can also follow me at those addresses there on Facebook and on Twitter. Sometimes I post funny things. Sometimes I don't, just because my comedy is Thanks for the follow, guys. But you can also check down below, which I say every week. That's all the feed info, so if you're a new viewer, all the information is down there. So there's links to donations, which, as I am going to be unemployed as of today, if you can spare some rent money, that would be good. But no pressure. But yeah, there's rules and stuff down there. Everything that you need to know about, like, what is this about? Why is this bald dude talking to me? Is he a stand-in for Babul from Night Court? I don't know. But I will if I read the information down below. So check that out. Thank you guys so much for the followers. We're getting to that 64-bit, not close to dad age in followers yet, but we'll get there. I'm sure we will. Other things of note, so there's no closing today, again, because I'm sleep deprived, so I apologize for lack of the King and his Royal Court announcing the next episode schedule, but we should be good to go next Friday. Barring anything else coming up. So schedule is going to stay the same. As I said, I'm unemployed as of today, so if anything comes up as far as like a new job or anything like that, I might have to adjust. But I'll do my best to make sure that I stick to the schedule because you guys are freaking awesome. I want to make sure that I'm giving you guys a good show and that I'm staying consistent so that way you guys aren't in the lurch there. So I greatly, again, appreciate everybody being here. Syncope, I want to throw another thank you to for the past couple weeks. She's been helping with narration, editing. I mentioned my lack of brevity due to the fact that I am a wordy guy. So she's been going through, and for the retrospectives and also the game intros, going through and paring things down because I don't have any concept of being concise. So thank you so much. Her narration this week is going to knock it out of the park. Again, I edited things at the last moment, even though I sent her things real early in the week, so I think we need to figure out a good rotation for the retrospectives. I'm having a lot of fun doing them, but I just want to make sure that they're the best that they can be for you guys, just because I'd feel really bad if I was giving misinformation, or if they were kind of like middle school boring, like those really weird like geography or biology or earth science videos that you'd have to watch in middle school that were very like deadpanned informative. So I'd rather not do that. Like I personally find game history very exciting, so I want to be able to convey that and show you guys and get you guys excited too. So hopefully you guys have liked them. They've been a lot of fun, and again, thank you, Syncope, for bearing with me in being really, really bad at writing scripts and not being able to do the information on them. I might, given when and if there is a time that I bring more people onto the show, I might just have that be somebody's job. So keep an eye out. If you're interested in researching game history, I might actually try and see if some of you viewers might like to help. If there's specific games that you guys would like to hear history on, let me know on Twitter. So I really like getting messages from you guys. It's been a blast being able to converse with a couple of you on Twitter for a lot of the goofy things that I post. Syncope with a middle school PowerPoint presentation. That would be interesting. I'm not sure exactly what she would cover, but that's a thought for a later episode. The other thing I wanted to throw out there, I did mention it briefly on Twitter, which, again, sorry to keep plugging that. I had mentioned that I wanted to do a segment called Spare Room to go with the whole apartment motif aesthetic thing. I'm thinking about maybe doing 1 or 2 extra nights a week of... Oh, excuse me. That second monster's coming up. I apologize. But I wanted to do like a supplemental show of doing other things that are kind of game related, but not necessarily. I mentioned throwing it out there that I might do some Gundam model kit building. A couple of people expressed interest in that, just because that's something that I haven't done in forever, and I've got a bunch of them sitting around from the last time that I was in Japan. So I need to get some kind of motivation to actually pull them out of the boxes and get them built. But I was also thinking about maybe doing some other things that have been on the drawing table for the last couple of years that I've been trying to get this show off the ground, such as, like healthy recipes for gaming people, like snacks and stuff like that, because I'm a portly fellow, and the least I could do to try and motivate myself to start losing weight is maybe do a program for you guys where I can recommend, things that aren't necessarily like super bad for you and relatively more healthy, but aren't bad tasting, because healthy food typically has the weird taste of cardboard and or overindulgence of broccoli. So my twin sister is very good at baking and cooking, so I was going to try and pull her into the show and see if she might be interested in helping out with some of her recipes. And I don't just say that because she's family. She's really, really good at what she does. Supposed to be kind of fun to have her do something with me. So keep an eye out for that. I also might start to do some other retrospectives on the side with that segment. So stuff that doesn't necessarily fall in with kind of the games that I have been reviewing, because they've been pretty Nintendo centric. So there's a lot of like TurboGrafx or PC Engine stuff that I'd love to do some background on. A lot of Yuji Horii stuff. He's the creator of Dragon Quest. A lot of his games pre-Dragon Quest I think would be a lot of fun to kind of talk about and be educationally boring on. So yeah, I think that's it for housekeeping this week. As always, I guess I'll talk a little bit about the show, because there are a couple new viewers here, and I really, really appreciate Syncope and the people on the Syncoland Discord putting the word out. I really, really appreciate it, because I don't pay for advertising, so this show solely relies on word of mouth. So thank you guys for being like a virtual street team, as it were. It means a lot. So get more viewers in, get better interaction, because the more people that are in here, the cooler conversations we can have, so it's a lot more fun for everybody. And it's good to have more awesome people involved. This show... Oh, thank you for the follow! Oh, is that Boofabill? Good name. So the show is a parody homage to the Japanese television show Game Center CX, starring middle-aged comedian Shinya Arino, who's a very, very well-spoken, or outspoken, rather, otaku / video game nerd. Thank you, Dig Pro. But so what they do is they sit him in front of a TV and he plays old console games, notoriously bad, difficult, you name it, and it's up to him to try and clear the game before the 13 hours of the day are up. Sometimes those challenges will get extended, so you'll get like these really awesome climactic 3 or 4 part episodes. I think he plays Donkey Kong Country across 3 episodes. And it's very entertaining. He's very charming. He's not the kind of guy that yells a lot or throws his controllers, which is something that I also try and emulate. But seeing as how this isn't a 13-hour stream, I'm breaking up segments and challenging games. So far we are on... first game was Super Ghost and Ghouls, second game was Clock Tower, so we're on our third game this season. I'm planning to do a total of 8, and then revisiting whether or not I want to keep doing the show. It's really dependent upon how positively it's received. You guys like it, you guys have fun. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Gosh, I'm forgetting. Amber's been awesome at getting people involved in the channel. Like, gosh, went blank there. I apologize again. I'm still half awake here, so it's kind of fitting for the game that we're going to play. But yeah, so with that said, you know, Game Center CX influences a lot of what I try and do on the stream. So with that in mind, I'm going to challenge a game that is very, very near and dear to my heart. It's a game that I played a lot as a kid. And still play to this day every once in a while just because it's so good. So if you're not familiar with Link's Awakening, here's an intro video, also narrated by Syncope. So let me cue this up. It's going to look a little awkward as I go around here. So let me go ahead and get this started for you guys.
The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening. Released in Japan on June 6, 1993, and in August of the same year in North America. Link's Awakening began as a side project by Nintendo programmer Kazuaki Morita using one of the first Game Boy development kits to test the platform's potential and capabilities. Other staff members at Nintendo took notice of his project, and soon an after-hours collaboration began, forming an almost after-school-like club where the small team would build upon the game, testing items and mechanics and seeing how they would work within the game. With the release of A Link to the Past in 1991, the game's director Takashi Tezuka asked that a handheld port be developed. As programming continued, it eventually evolved into an original game. Yoshiaki Koizumi, who had worked on the story for A Link to the Past, was brought on and became responsible for the main story. Influenced by a love for the American television series Twin Peaks, Koizumi centered the game around a small town of suspicious characters that would make the player question interactions and motives. It is the first handheld game in the Zelda series, known famously for its themes and story, but regarded as a significant title as it features none of the previous themes and items prominent in the other games. Zelda is nowhere to be seen and is only mentioned in a single line of dialogue. Link is not on a quest to recover the Triforce, and Ganon is not the final boss. This departure also takes Link away from Hyrule, as the game opens to Link waking up in a small town on the island of Koholint. Through his journey, he discovers the island is protected by the Windfish, a sleeping creature that is said will only wake once all 8 instruments are gathered and played before the giant egg in which it sleeps. As Link, you must venture across the mysterious island, visiting villages, collecting items, and defeating the numerous nightmares which hold the instruments needed to wake the Windfish. This game greatly influenced the direction of the Zelda series, making music an important part of the plot. This is also the second appearance of the ocarina, which in this game allows Link the use of 3 different songs. This also marks the first use of the straw millionaire trading sequence, a Japanese folktale about a man who takes a single piece of straw and through trading makes himself a fortune. Link begins by trading a Yoshi doll for a ribbon, then trades said ribbon for a can of food, and so forth. These trading quests carry on into Ocarina of Time, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, and even Breath of the Wild. Will Dan be able to clear his favorite game under the pressure of playing it live? Will he be able to find the instruments and wake the windfish? Or will Dan be playing a different tune? Brace yourselves as we jump into the third challenge this season. Let the Link's Awakening challenge begin.
Alright, so I've got this all queued up. Yeah, so I'm not exactly sure how long this is going to take me, but the idea is that I should not volume. You guys talk about the game volume. Yeah, I've had a couple issues lately trying to do video editing, just because the software that I was using, the trial version of it ran out, and I actually had to purchase a different video editor. So I've kind of been trying to get used to amplifying and editing the volume. So sorry if the things were a little low or too high. I'm going to try and send video to Syncope next week after I've edited, see if she can do some verification and stuff like that. So in order to stay awake during this game of dreams, we're going to go get the pad. Oh gosh, yes, that Arctic Blast. These little cooling pads will keep me awake, whew, on top of the monster. So yeah, let's get started. I am excited for this. Let me also make sure that the volume is not super duper loud so you guys can't hear me goof about my favorite game. Just a little bit more. Okay, cool. Alright, so we saw the intro, so I'm going to go ahead and cut ahead. One of the things that I wanted to do, I know that it is preferred to play the DX version, which has like a couple added features and color, but this is the game that I really cut my teeth on. So I wanted to play this one, just because there's a lot of dialogue that was retained but taken out during the DX version, that I think gives a little bit more insight and kind of a darker tone to the game. So let me go ahead and set this up here. Alright. Start button, and boom! We are off! Alright, toss it and turn, Link. I love these adorable graphics. Yeah, it's hard to think that this was originally going to be a direct port of Link to the Past. It actually turned out to be an original thing. Kind of makes you wonder what would have happened if this was a direct port instead of being an original game. Alright. Yep, Amber is right. There's going to be a lot of Super Mario Bros. References in this game. Since it's kind of disconnected from the main storyline, the guys that developed it were able to have a little bit more freedom on what was actually included in the game. So you're going to see things like Goombas, bloopers, the little squid guys from the ocean levels in Mario. You're going to see a Luigi cameo later on. So there's a lot of different Mario things that pop up in the game. And Terran's one of those really good characters. We're going to see a lot of him throughout the game. Possibly not for the better. He's kind of an aloof fellow. Alright, so monsters are gathering on the shore, eh? And of course, chickens are still very much a thing in this game. Or cuckoos, or however you say it. Yeah, when you're Link, you gotta write your name on all your stuff. How else are you gonna know that's your Master Sword? Even if you are the chosen hero. Alright. So we're going to that beach. Classic Octorok guys. Ah! Nah, no apologies needed, Happy Pete. Better late than never. Always good to have you. Alright. So we gotta use our shield to get rid of these little sea urchins, because if I use the shield, I don't have to touch them, otherwise I'll take some heart damage. Alright. Get going. Get that sword. And the first of many owl sightings. Yeah, Ocarina of Time would be very different if we did not have this game. There would not be these owl interludes. Debating if I should narrate here, guys. Should I narrate these lines in goofy voices, or would that be really, really annoying? Yes, Amber, this is the first game to have a talking owl. A lot of stuff carried over into Ocarina of Time from this game. Apparently, both Aonuma and Koizumi were really, really influenced by their time during this game, so use of the ocarina, a couple different items and mechanics carried over into Ocarina of Time. You found your sword. It must be yours because it has your name on it. Or engraved on it. Totally predicted that text there. Alright. Now we can actually do stuff. First off, take care of that urchin. He wasn't hurting anybody, but... do owls in Christopher Walken voice. Oh, jeez. I'm not trying to lose followers. I've already gotten so many. My Walken impersonation is so bad, but it does give me strength. Alright. So... go ahead and collect rupees. Those are going to be pretty pivotal to item requirements. Guardian acorns. Will reduce the damage you take by half. We get this annoying jingle. Yeah, you and me both, Amber. I remember playing this game on long car rides with that big honkin' magnet accessory. I'm even trying to remember what that was. But it was like a magnifying lens with little stereos on the side, and a backlight, so that you could see the screen and... What up, Bow Wow? Alright, so... a couple things that I need to do before we get to that forest. Let me get at least... Oh, you found the secret seashell. I forgot that was there. If you collect a lot of these, something good is bound to happen. You are not wrong, game. Syncope, did you only have the light and magnifying part, and not have a Game Boy? Yeah, Amber, going back and forth here is a good way to farm for rupees, so that way I can get that shovel, but also get some bombs for that first level. Oh, that's good. Syncope, I really did think that you meant you only own the magnifying glass and the speakers. Alright. Man, isn't this what everybody tuned in for? Watch me do some yard work? You had a Game Boy until the battery started to leak. Jeez. What kind of batteries were you using? Alright. Yeah, it does kind of look like a pickaxe. Yeah, So Caustic was saying, whenever Link swung his sword, it made it look like he was, swinging a pickaxe. Oh, you had a Game Boy until somebody stole it, Story Mingo? Yeah, I had a Game Boy until my older sister took it with her on a flight to Arizona and left it on the plane with about 10 games, including this. So I feel you. Oh, that was the other thing I was going to bring up on housekeeping, not to kind of detract from the game too much. One of the other things I was thinking about doing for the spare room segments, I've never cleared the original Pokemon Red or Blue, so I was thinking maybe what I might do is do like weekly episodes of playing through the first game and trying to collect all 151 Pokemon. Alright, so here's what we gotta do. Talk to Four Eyes here. No offense to anyone with glasses. The A and B buttons move the crane, the rest is just timing. Go over to the buttons to play. Good luck. Oh, cooling pad, you are making my head feel so good. Alright, I apologize for the annoying noise of the crane machine, because it's probably going to be really annoying. Alright, here's a little trick I remember. Shadow Randall asked, if you steal things, does your name change to Thief? Yes. If you try and steal anything from the shop and come back in, the shopkeep will actually kill you, and then from that point on in the game, you'll actually be known as Thief in text. Oh, Slow Caustic, did you just drop that sweet, sweet Jiraga? Oh man, that is a game that I actually have on the challenge list for future game. I really, really, really love the Tower of Jiraga. It's a game that I have cleared once before, the Famicom version at least, not the arcade version. Syncope, yeah, you do come back to life, but it's just from that point on, your name file will be changed to Thief. Alright, do that rupee trick. Get that Yoshi. Yeah, Syncope did a really awesome tweet the other day. I don't know if anybody else saw it. It was apparently in a recent interview with the Super Famicom Mini Classic Edition being launched in Japan. The original designs for Yoshi. Pretty good looking. If you haven't seen them, check them out. He looks he looks special. Alright. One more time. Gotta get that Yoshi doll. For some babies. Slow Caustic has a nice photo of him flipping off the end screen of Jiraga because it is not worth it. Yeah, I mean, Jiraga's got some shortcomings, but that just being able to say that you've cleared it. I'm so glad they changed Yoshi's design after seeing that. I could not agree more, Dorkster. I think I was telling Syncope, it looks like the buzzard from the old Looney Tunes cartoons, which I'm all about. I was like, I can just imagine instead of Yoshi making the Yoshi noise, just being like, no, 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 no. Nope. Alright, what can I buy? I can't buy bombs yet? Well, that stinks. Alright, so the Strawman Millionaire trading sequence, like Syncope said in the video, is from a Japanese folktale, where a guy trades a single piece of straw and eventually builds and builds and builds until he's trading high-ticket items. But so this is the very first time that this happens in the Zelda series, and it's something that carries on even until Breath of the Wild. It's become, as much as music and sword swinging, it's become an integral part of the series, so it's cool to see where the roots got its start. Or where the roots... I'm messing up words here. You guys know what I mean. There's Marin. What's up, Marin? What are you doing at the weather vane? I'm trying to line up here. Nope, 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 never mind. I'm not trying to swipe you. Hi, Taryn went to the forest to look for toadstools, but I'd rather sing. Listen to this. It's called The Ballad of the Windfish. I think a sweet song's time for a sip of the old energy drink. Alright, enough of that. That's going to become an important thing later. I do remember going to the Symphony of the Goddess, which is the Zelda concert that they do, and losing my heckin' mind when they did the encore for the Ballad of the Windfish. I think that there's a concert coming up pretty soon that I should be going to with Syncope in November. Alright. Give this little Bow Wow some bow accessories for that second fetch quest. You exchanged bow for canned food. It's full of juicy beef. Alright, so we're gonna detour a little bit before we get to that good wood. good forest. Sorry, why did I say that? That is... ugh. I can't remember if it's true. I think one of these days I'll do a retrospective on the Game Boy itself, just because the history behind it is pretty nifty. But I think both the sound processor and the graphics processor are supposed to be more powerful than the NES, if I remember correctly. But I'm not sure. And Syncope already, Dan loves good wood. I mean, I love a good oak. A good cherry. Uncle Alligator. Yup. That's him. Only in Link's Awakening will you find a gator that grows bananas for canned food. Mahogany's pretty good. I like a good mahogany. Welcome to Game Apartment 1C, where we talk about different varieties of wood and apartment living. The noble Scotch pine. I don't have much experience with the Scotch pine, but I'm sure I can appreciate it. It is Scotch, and noble, and pine, all in one. The mahogany line from Anchorman. I have many leather-bound books shelved on rich mahogany. Maybe. Alright. Oh, good. Another owl. Should I do this in the Christopher Walken voice? Hoot! Ho, brave lad! On your quest to wake the dreamer. Welcome to the mysterious wood. Much of mystery you will find on this uncharted Koholint Island. I'm afraid you may find it a trifle difficult to leave the island while the windfish naps. By the by, have you ever visited the Tail Cave, which is south of the village? Go there with the key you find in this forest. The windfish is watching. Hoot! Oh, thanks, guys. I think everyone has a Christopher Walken impersonation in their repertoire. It's usually not very good. Thank you. I actually do Homestar Runner. Yeah, I do Homestar Runner as well. And Strong Bad. Alright, so Champagne. I do enjoy The Continental. It's probably one of the best Christopher Walken skits ever. So caustic. I thought you were looking at... I wasn't looking at the screen, so I just thought you were quoting a direct Walken line for a sec. You know, I wouldn't put it past Christopher Walken to have played a cartoon owl at some point. It does. It does sound like some crazy stuff that he would say. Alright, so I am going the wrong way here. Maybe I'll read Taran's lines as Homestar Runner. Keep it entertaining for you folk. My non-existent voice acting career. Wow, that really happened. Why did I... Jordan is going to IMDb right now. Yeah, you let me know if he's ever played a cartoon owl. I will not be surprised. You got 50 rupees. Very nice. Yeah, I don't want to quote those as Borat. Alright. Chopping slimes. Pushing rocks. Same old Zelda. Wild mushroom time! Booyah. You pick the toadstool. As you hold it over your head, a mellow aroma flows into your nostrils. That sounds rather appealing. Okay, pushing rocks, pushing rocks, pushing rocks. Play King Louie in live-action Jungle Book. Oh yeah, I forgot about that! Oh man, is somebody hosting? Thank you for that host. Don't mess with Gabora, he'll stab you in the face with a soldering iron. Don't mess with Gabora. Aw, yeah, it's Elise! Thank you, Elise. Much appreciated. Hope you're having a good week. I know the site work you've been doing has been really rough. To everybody in the feed, Elise Explosion is a dear old friend of mine, has been doing streams for quite some time. Her channel is fantastic, and I'm not just saying that because of present company. She does a lot of really good, fun games, is very interactive with her audience. She's a heck of a lot of fun. I think you're still playing, Miitopia at the moment, right? You got a good, a good cast of Miis, to follow through with. Right back at you, pal. Just being honest. Gotta give those sweet plugs where I can. Yeah, I was playing Miitopia for a bit, and then the new Metroid came out. So unfortunately, yeah, that that got me distracted. Ugh. Christopher Walken played a talking cat. That's unfortunate. I don't know how I feel about that. Alright, so what we're doing here is we're giving the mushroom to the witch, who's going to turn it into magic powder in a jiffy. Not a talking cat, but still. I mean, if only. God, we're going to start talking about the Flophouse pretty soon in this stream, which I would not have a problem with. Why not try a bit in my hut? You got some magic powder. Try sprinkling it on a variety of things. Have some light. Alright, so back to sword, otherwise I'm not going to be able to really attack enemies. Oh, actually, that reminds me. Never mind. Sprinkle sprankle on this guy. Hey, man. I don't know why he became Jamaican there. One day, you need to learn that hosting streams shtick. It's not hard. I believe you just type in your own channel chat, you type /host and then space and then the name of the channel you want to host. It helps get some viewership. So, it is a much appreciated gesture. That piece of power. Yeah, upon doing research for this game, I know I mentioned on the Facebook page, while doing info for the game, there's a lot of stuff I actually didn't know, that I, you know, after playing this game so many times. That apparently for every 40 to 45 enemies you kill, that's what makes the piece of power show up. That's something I never knew. As a raccoon, my nose is very sensitive to stuff like dust and powder. That Homestar voice. Hey ho! You're going to be lost, thanks to me. Hey. Yeah, not so fast there, my raccoon pal. With your adorable belly button. I'm trying to line it up here. I'm like lining it up, but it's not going to happen. But, sprinkle sprankle! The last thing I can remember was biting into a big juicy toadstool. Then I had the darndest dream. I was a raccoon. Yeah, sounds strange. But it sure was fun. I'm all tuck it out. I think I better set a spell before I head home. And Homestar Taran. Oh, what's in here? I wonder what it could be. Oh, it's a key. You've got the tail key. Now you can open the tail cave gate. Oh, our good owl friend. Hoot, take the key and go to the tail cave. Retrieve the instrument that is hidden there. Go now, the windfish is waiting. Hoot! European tanukis, that's a thing? They have tanuki in Europe? Which I guess isn't too surprising. It's like a variety of, Oh, thank you for the follow! What, my, Syncope, my Christopher Walken impersonation makes you laugh? I aim to please. I might not do the screaming and shouting and controller throwing, but I can do annoying celebrity impersonations. We're really taking care of these Octoroks. Bye! You already know this. I do already know this. Alright, so, first stop on that quest. The Tail Cave. Level 1, Tail Cave. Alright. So I feel kind of bad. I really like this game, and it's a game I know a lot of people are interested in. I feel kind of bad that this is a game that I've played before, so I guess it's more a test of how quickly I can clear it. You've got the compass. Now you can see where the chests and Nightmare are hidden. This compass has a new feature. A tone will tell you if a key is hidden in a room when you enter. Thanks, Game Boy. These guys are really annoying. Throw them off the ledge. I gotta remember the layout of this. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Which I should have done. I needed bombs. I guess I can come back here at some point, because there is a wall where you can bomb a crack in the wall. And there's a secret seashell hidden there. Try and say secret seashell 5 times fast. Alright. No, I don't want that acorn. I don't want that annoying jingle. Go this way, because I think this is where the map is? Choppity chop! Get that heart. Yeah, there we go. Mapu! At last, you got a map. Press the start button to look at it. I will. And it's shaped like a little tail guy. I love that Zelda gimmick of making maps in the shapes of the bosses, or like the theme of the palace. I will take that piece. I can feel the energy flowing through me. Take that, Stealthos. Oh, no, what are you doing? Yeah, there we go. You got a small key. You can open a locked door. You don't say. Which is this a key? Some rupees. You got 20 rupees. Joy! Taking care of business. Oh man, I thought I was gonna get hit there. You mash B, it looks like Link has a spider on a sword and he's desperately trying to shake it off. I mean, wouldn't you? Get it off! Alright, push that, and take care of these jokers. God. Alright, so what we're doing here, going to get that Rock's Feather. So again, yeah, see, there's Goombas in this game. And the whole side-scrolling thing is definitely a carryover from the Mario games. Alright, so we keep going this way. And boom. We will never use the shield again after this point unless it requires being used. Because man, rocking that Rock's Feather on that second button. Someone called Carson there, Goombas. Ah, if only she weren't up in British Columbia. They look like happy little pumpkin boys. In time for Halloween. Dorimingo, was that... Your Mario Brothers movie reference made me fall down that hole. How dare you. Yeah, Canada Land will do that to you. It's true. Prevents you from all that good Goomba. Okay. Remember when I got the Rock's Feather, I thought it was the craziest thing to jump in a Zelda game, right? And it's weird how that didn't become a main feature until Breath of the Wild. Like, you could, obviously, you could go to ledges, and, I don't know why I said ledge is weird. Like in Ocarina of Time, you could go to a ledge and it would auto-jump for you, but actually having the command to jump took forever to incorporate into the game series. Alright. So, one of the other things that's different in this game compared to the DX version, the stone slabs on the wall are not shaped like owls. Oh, gosh. I missed that last one. Oh, dang it. I hate these things. There we go. Alright. Oh, there we go. Booyah. There was a jumping thing in Minish Cap. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, slow and O for right. Yeah, I forgot about that. Man, Minish Cap was a fun little game. It's another game I should probably go back and play. It's been a while. Turn aside the spined ones with the shield. Okay, well, I already did that. Thanks for nothing, slab. Alright, well, this boss is going to be short work here. With this little goofy guy. Trying to send that bar my way. Nope. Alright. Fingers crossed I don't cheese it on the actual dungeon boss. So I was trying to capture footage the other day. I definitely died my first attempt. Buzz outsider. Well, this is not going well. Whoa! Yeah! Done and done. Oh, now to pick up my favorite instrument. Love that sweet cello sound. Let's do it! You've got the full moon cello. When you get that instrument, this island sings. Swamp. A path opens in the blooms. Alright, that's level 1 down. And I had a little under an hour? Not bad. Ah, it's our good pal Chris the Owl. Hoot! That is an instrument of the sirens. I have to admit, at first I did not believe you were real. That instrument, along with the 7 others in the set, has the power to wake the windfish. You must collect them all. I was instructed to give you directions. Your next goal is north, in Gopanga Swamp. Hoot! Indeed. Maybe somebody already mentioned this, but do you think the feather is a reference to Mario World? I don't see why not. Considering I think Mario World definitely came out way before this, so yeah. It's funny because a lot of the time, at least to my knowledge, whenever Nintendo is developing a Mario and/or Zelda game, they kind of do them side by side. So there's a lot of ideas that go back and forth. Like originally, Mario Maker was supposed to be a Zelda Maker game. Hey buddy, it's serious. Yeah, really serious. Yeah, it is. The moblins came to the village. Yeah, that's right. I should read this like Angus MacDonald. It's for real. They all went to the house. Yeah, that house. And they did something at Bow Wow's house. It was a really bad scene with moblins. So I mean, well, my Angus MacDonald actually sounds a little bit more like Woody Allen. It might be faster to find out for yourself what happened. You're going to challenge me to a Pokemon fight. Anything's possible on this island. Aye! It's terrible! My Bow Wow was dognapped by moblins! Oh, Please, somebody help my poor Bow Wow! Lady, don't you worry. I'm on it. I'm on your missing dog case. Brr, brr, brr. This is forest music. What are these moblins here? I like how Woody Allen impersonations sound better than Woody Allen. It's true. Very, very true. Burr, burr, burr. Oh, thank you for that follow, good person. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Alright, so here's a nice little nod, too. To those familiar with Nintendo's development of SimCity for the Super Nintendo, Mr. Wright makes a cameo in this game. Well, I pretty much stick to myself, me and my letters. My name's Wright. The only thing I don't like about my hobby is that I never receive a response. Do the next couple lines as Jerry Seinfeld. Oh, jeez. Welcome to Game Apartment 1C, where we take impersonation requests while I read terrible 90s game dialogue. Yeah, and I believe this is actually the music from SimCity 2. Following notifications have stopped showing up on screen for me. They're a mystery now. Yeah, I'm not seeing the notifications either, which makes me wonder, you know what? Ah, that's why. 1 second, pals. It's because I have everything out of order on the streaming program. Now we should see them! Alright, so Mr. Wright is there, and he'll become an important figure in the trading quests. Look at that. Hoppin' Pigeon. Hoppin' Pigeon. That's a good band name. What's in here? What do we got here? Alright, a cave. Oh, like so the cave. You got 20 rupees. Joy! As a kid, I always used to read that in Stimpy's voice. Kinda hard not to. Alright, so I don't have the thing that lets me lift up heavy objects yet. I will shortly. Ah, come on! I don't want that Guardian Acorn. I've almost got shovel money, though, so that's good. Alright. Take out this like. I'm gonna lose my shield. Okay, and then... I probably won't end up using them in the game, just because... I'm not, like, trying to brag here. Because I play this game so much, but these little telephone houses, you can call Old Man Orira in the Meat Village. And he'll actually give you hints on how to proceed through the game. Danger, keep out. Except Bow Wow. Your poor Brian Posehn voice. Ugh. Impersonate Brian Posehn while I'm playing this game. Ugh. Yeah. Time to get the Triforce. You found 20 rupees. Nice. Yep, Guardian Acorn, I get it. Alright, so we can get that piece of heart. You've got a piece of heart! Why, thank you, game. Thank you. Alright, so these little owl statues will give me hints too. The windfish in name only, for it is neither. Thanks, statue. Eh? Who's this suspicious-looking runt? Okay, boys, let's get rid of him. Well, that was interesting. Anyone else watch Mission Hill? Oh, Mission Hill was so good back in the day. I got you, the Zane's bar. Alright, take a quick work of these guys. That's Spin Attack. Alright, boss time. You must be an assassin sent by Madame Meow Meow to rescue the mutt. You came here to get me, but it is I who will get you! Now I will be the Grubermeister. What you got, Moblin Boss? Got nothing. Kevin was annoying. Damn, we never put together that jigsaw puzzle. And the stream just reminded you of that? Yeah, I bought, I think it was one of the random trips I made to GameStop for pre-order. I bought a 8-bit original Legend of Zelda jigsaw puzzle. I was trying to put it together with Syncope. You saved Bow Wow. What a fearsome beast! Yeah, because it looked like these guys. Yeah, it's true. There's moblins in the very first game. Alright. My sweet Mario 3 cameo pal. I really need to get that shovel, because one of the nice things that Bow Wow will do for you is that there's something hidden under the soil. He'll flat out tell you about it. Well, I think he does like bark bark, dig dig. Something like that. This game is so expressive. Link to the Past is good, but I always thought it looked boring visually. Yeah, I like Link to the Past aesthetically, but yeah, like, there's something about how charming these graphics are. It's just amazing, like, how this is a Game Boy game. If you consider the size of the game, the territory, and everything like that. Pretty dang impressive, especially for the time. Yeah, the little sprites for all the characters are just they sleep off the screen. So I've always liked it more than Link to the Past. Not that I don't love that game. I love that game a lot. Oh, thank you. I'm so happy you brought my baby back. Now, would you be a dear and take him for a walk? It would really help me out a lot. You will? Thanks. Alright, I'm gonna take this guy for a walk. Actually, before we get into the second palace, I think it's that time. So let me go ahead and I'm gonna go and save the spot here. So what I'll do at this point, now that I've got the retrospective queued up, I'm gonna go ahead and jump into that. I posted pictures of what this week is going to be about. If you were able to pick up on it, kudos, because I didn't really take the best picture of the box for it. So this is another series that's very near and dear to me. It's a series that goes back and forth with this game as being one of my most favorite games of all time. So let me go ahead and cue that up here, and I'll get that started. So let me awkwardly look at my screen here, so pardon me.
The Mother/Earthbound series. Created and written by the famous Japanese copywriter Shigesato Itoi, the Mother series is beloved in its native country and has garnered a cult following here in North America. This week we'll be exploring this series produced by Nintendo and Shigeru Miyamoto. Mother. Released in Japan on July 27, 1989, the game was Itoi's attempt to subvert the standard role-playing gaming conventions of famous games like Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest. Instead of picking up gold from defeating monsters, your character earns cash from your father that's placed into your checking account. Beyond the standard beasts and demons, you fight against deranged farmers, hippies, and gang members. Shigeru Miyamoto, the game's producer, was reluctant to let a celebrity try to create and publish a game, given the release of games like Takeshi's Challenge and Kid Cool, but after seeing Itoi's resolve, he relinquished and gave the green light for the game's development. Nintendo's best worked to make this game a reality. Itoi's charming and brilliant imagination, inspired by music from the Beatles and other British artists, tells the story of a young American boy thrust into an adventure filled with poltergeists, an alien invasion, and the tests of friendships against the weight of the world. You play as Ninten, a boy from the town of Podunk who must venture across the landscape of Itoi's interpretation of 1980s America to discover the source of his powers and in turn uncover the secrets left by his great-grandfather. Ninten and his friends find melodies along their journey, 8 in total, that are rumored to be the key to solving the threat of Gigas. Mother was not released in the West until an exciting announcement by the series creator at the Electronic Entertainment Expo in 2015, where a release date was given for the Wii U Nintendo console under the new title, Earthbound Beginnings. The original game was fully translated with a planned release by Nintendo of America in the fall of 1990, but was ultimately scrapped with the Super Nintendo only a few months away from release and the poor sales of RPG titles in the West. A prototype of the game was bought and given to a ROM hacker named Demiforce, who distributed the ROM to the public so that the West could finally play the game that came before their beloved Earthbound. With the promotional line, "Guaranteed masterpiece, no crying until the end," Mother was both a critical and financial success that would be closely followed by an even more ambitious game. There's a lot to say about this series. Join us next week as we continue with the sequel.
Alright, and we are back. So let's go ahead and jump back into the game. Sorry, like, again, I said that the audio's been, go ahead and adjust the audio on the game itself. Audio's been a little wonky just because I've been having to switch through different video editing programs, so I apologize if it is really, really dim. But yeah, I ended up writing quite a bit about the game series, so there is a lot to say about the games themselves. So yeah, next week, or the week after, I'll try and do a full retrospective with Syncope on Earthbound, just because there really is a lot to say about the series as a whole. It's got a really, really rich history, a lot of complications during development, and Itoi himself is just a fascinating guy. He gets compared to being the Dave Barry of Japan a lot, and it shows for good reason. He's just a very insightful, charming guy. Got his start actually as he was like a TV host for a bunch of kids programs, but he's more famously known for being, like Syncope said in the video, a copywriter, most notably for doing catch copies for all of the Ghibli films. If I remember correctly, he also plays the dad in My Neighbor Totoro. So if you dig subtitles and you also like Earthbound, excuse me, go check it out in its original Japanese language, because then you can hear good old Shigi Sato doing that dad voice. It's the only acceptable use for the clapping emoji. No, thank you guys so much. I really like doing the retrospectives, but they wouldn't be half as fun if not for how good Syncope is at doing them. She's not, wasn't too confident in her voice to begin with, but man, like, she's been nailing it each week, so thank you very much for the help, Syncope, and I apologize for how lengthy my scripts are. Alright, so we are at the second palace. Now, if I remember in this version, if I don't do this right, I could feasibly end up botching this stage. So I can be very careful on how I spend my keys here, because there's a way if I don't open the doors in the right order, I could end up messing this up. Take care of that. Come on, Stealthless Knight. Draw you over here. Speed attack. Takes care of that. Another key. You can open a locked door. Yep, Shy Guys are also featured in this game. There are a lot of Mario enemies. There's also Kirby's also in this game later on. Let's go back here. Do some work. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Elise. I'm really, really glad that you were able to stop by. It's always good being able to catch up with you. Again, thank you for the host. So yeah, not saying it just because it's President Company. Definitely check out her stream. Would mean a lot to me if you guys gave her some support. She definitely puts on a really good show. She's also got some really good stuff on YouTube. You can also check her out. Excuse me. Wow, those monster burps. You can check her out at Elise Explosion on YouTube. She does a lot of really good really good fun videos. So if you're looking for something that's just a good goofy time, I can't recommend those enough. Especially since she does a couple Halloween things with some good Luigi's Mansion soundtrack. Okay, try my best to not have to spend powder here. Kaiju burps. Alright, well have a good rest of the weekend, Elise. Hopefully I'll see you around sooner than later. Alright, so now I have to use the powder again. Boom. Alright, switch back over. There we go. Got that Guardian Acorn. I think I did the rooms right, so I shouldn't have wasted a key. Ian's number of followers has hit the funny sex number. Oh god. Well, living that 69 life. Well, good, I guess. So close to dad age and followers. Need to get a few more to get to how old my dad is. I don't know why I did that way. There we go. Let's take care of that. Open this door. Take care of some baddie bats. Some keys. Well, thankfully I've made enough rupees now I can go buy that shovel once this dungeon's over. Those together, unlock the stairwell. Jeez, your dad is old. Well, told you! My dad is old. He's old, and he loves playing Tiger Woods 2003 on the Xbox 360. And asking me who made the Wii. Oh yeah, boss fight. Forgot about that. Ah! Oh gosh! No! Ah! Cyclops? No! Don't! Wow, I am botching this. Composure. I'll let the Cyclops punk me out. There we go. That was close. I was embarrassed for all of us if I had lost that. Yeah, and you like playing that other... Hey, it's not just any golf game, thank you. It's everyone's golf game. Or everybody's golf game, whatever it's called. Can't help it that I'm addicted to fun golf physics. And acquiring different colors of polos and shoes. Ah, dang it. I hate that part. More pack. Alright. Let's try this again. Oh, my rupee. Dan turned 33, and now he's old and does nothing but play golf video games like his dad. I wish that was a lie, but it's not. Alright, took care of that thing. That stone slab. Now you can read the message on the wall. God, I remember being a kid, and this being the biggest thing that had me hung up over this game. I don't care about the pots. So there's a specific order you have to kill these enemies in a room to get a key. And this is the clue. First, defeat the imprisoned Pole's voice. Last, Stalfos. It took me forever to figure that puzzle out. Alright, so we go in here. Some rupees. Jewelry. Do I have another key? I do. Alright, so we need this. No, wait, no. Is that a bear with a huge mustache? Bear with a huge mustache, where's that at? Oh no, don't go away! There we go. You found the power bracelet. At last, you can pick up pots and stones. Now we can start doing some work. Ah, crap. Wrong way. Yep, boos make several appearances in this game. As well as, God, what are those, they called Thwomp blocks in Mario? A small key. I think I have to hit that again. Go that way. Yep, there we go. Nope, nope, there we go. Boo is my favorite Mario. It's a syncope. It's cool that you can play as Boo Mario in the new game, I think. Alright. So I need to kill the Pole's Voice first. That's the room I was talking about. So I need to... Pole's Voice don't like swords very much. Oh, there goes my Guardian Acorn finally. Kill that. Kill the Keys. Here's another thing I just learned, again, researching this game. So one of the carryovers from the original Zelda is that the Pole's Voice hates loud noises. I didn't realize that once you get the ocarina in this game, you can play a song on it, and it'll actually kill the Pole's Voice in the room. So that's something neat little nod that carried over. Oh yeah, Piranha Plants are in this game too. But you can't go down these pipes. Take that, Google. Where does this take me? It takes me back here. I don't know why I did that. Squishy Goomba. Ah! Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Give me that heart. Climb back up here. Get that good jump. This is the weirdest Mario game I've ever seen. Ah! How did I walk right into that Stalfos? Oh, good. Hearts are good. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Alright, clear that guy. Oh, excuse me. Wow, this looks pretty heavy. This is the best Mario game. Take that, Mario 64. You got nothing on Link's Awakening. There we go. Oh yeah, this part's really neat. So, lift up that pot, climb the ladder, an extra weight. Yeah. Take that face block. Alright, so we are on the second boss. We're making good progress tonight. Boom. Ho ho ho! I'm your bad guy this time. Ho ho ho! It is not a thwomp, unfortunately, but there are thwomps in this game. Yeah, yeah, you can't hurt me as long as I have my bottle. He's gonna throw some fire at me. Boom, 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 boom. Hit the bottle. Toss the bottle. Yeah, yeah, you can't hurt me as long as I have my bottle. It's gonna get real annoying. Clown Genie. Dodging that fire. Okay. One more time. If you remember right, the DX dialogue for this portion is drastically changed. I don't think he does like his little teasing chant. I think he like deliberately says something to the akin of like, yeah, you'll never be able to break my bottle if you pick it up and throw it. Which like more or less just is straightforward and how to beat him. Why you make me hopping mad. Ugh, I hate avoiding this stuff. There we go. There we go. Alright. Did it. Oh, that sweet, sweet Lord of the Flies conch horn. You got the conch horn! Rip on that horn, Link. Let us hear it. That's good. Alright. Prairie. The prairie is waiting. Life is meaningless. Might as well throw my bottle. And that nihilistic genie. Alright. So, now that I've got these, I need to take a visit to over here. Because one of the things that I'm trying to clear with this challenge is not dying. Because there's a special ending you get if you do not die. So we're gonna hang out with Crazy Tracy here. Hi there, big guy. I'm Crazy Tracy. I've got a little secret for sale that'll pump you up. And what is it? How about it? 42 rupees for my little secret. Heck yeah! Alright, come here and I'll rub it on you. Oh, you need to calm down there, Crazy Tracy. There. I've applied my own secret medicine. That's what we'll call it. It will take effect when you lose all heart. Drop by again, big guy. I am taking that chomp for a walk. Let's go, buddy. That's the appropriate reaction, Amber. Why don't you come out and see me sometime? Happy birthday, me! Alright, so I need to come back here with the shovel, but I'll actually show this off real quick. So, yeah, see, if you have Chomp Chomp with you, or Bow Wow rather, he'll tell you in spots where you can dig. Alright, oh, Bow Wow. Killing enemies and dropping rupees. Alright, time to cheat a little here. If I remember right, push it that way, and then jump over there, and ha 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 ha! Or I could die, that's cool too. Where's this take me? Ah, yeah, the cemetery. Those little... I love those little ghosts. Alright. So now that we've got the power bracelet, we're gonna go get one of the most important items in the game, folks. After I collect this ruby. Thank you. Alright. So, it's very briefly used in A Link to the Past for being able to get around on the map, but in this game... I think I get it now. Otherwise it's a bunch of rupees, but either way. So we're sleeping inside of a dream. Oh man, I forgot how much those guys take away hearts. So I gotta travel through here, and I should get the ocarina. And Link's gotta get that rest when he can get it. Alright, I can't go through there yet, because I need the Pegasus boots to charge through that. So... Ah, it is rupees. Dang it! Yeah, I thought I could get the ocarina. Well, technically I could. There is a frame skip trick on this game, but I don't think I have the timing to do it in an emulator. Ah, dang it! I already wasted my potion. Damn. Alright, well, we got some rupees, so that's cool. Alright, so go to the shop. Now we can buy bombs. 10 bombs, 10 rupees. Buy. Thanks a lot, and come again. Yeah, I'm not trying to thieve things from you. Deluxe shovel, 200 rupees. Seems expensive. Well, done and done. Alright, so take Bow Wow back home. Actually, let me check in the house real quick. Sometimes Terran is home. He's not home. Alright. Let's go return this. Ho ho ho! I really appreciate what you did for my poor, precious Bow Wow. You are such a nice boy. How can I ever repay you? I know. Smooch. You got a reward from Madame Meow Meow. Lucky. Yeah, we filled those hearts with that kissaroony. Alright. So... go back out to that prairie. Bow Wow should just eat the shopkeeper. Cheaper that way. In a perfect world. I'm gonna have to spend 900 rupees to get that bow and arrow. Alright, so one of the other things I want to do real quick, these nice little teleportation circles. Flint got lucky. He did indeed. But these little teleportation circles will allow me to get around the island with a little bit more ease. Can't do anything in that cave yet. This is a fairy fountain. Good to have. Alright. Bomb it! Oh, I got my buttons reversed here. There we go. Flying Octoroks are so annoying. There we go. Freaking bomb-dropping mushrooms. Alright, so, this part of the game. It's one of the things I actually didn't cover in the game intro, but one of the things that Link's Awakening got its start on, there's a game, finally got an English translation not too long ago, called For Frog the Bell Tolls. It is... very much in the style of Link's Awakening. I should say that Link's Awakening is in the style of that game. But you play as Prince of Sables, who is a kind of wimpy little prince that's competing with this guy here, whose name is Richard. And Richard actually makes the cameo in this game, since Link's Awakening borrows a lot from that game. And all these little frogs are from that game as well. But the way the game plays is that you get turned into a frog by a witch, and you have to proceed through the game transforming back into a frog and back to a human, into a snake, and trying to stop this evil wizard from turning the people of this kingdom into beasts. It's a very fun, quirky little game. It has some of the weirdest Nintendo jokes in any of their games ever. You actually go to Nintendo headquarters in the game. So I can't recommend enough if you guys have the chance to download it. It does have a fan translation, like I said. It is a lot of fun, but Richard is from that game. Salutations. I wouldn't know by the look of me, or you wouldn't know by the look of me, but I used to live in the castle. My servants went berserk, and I was forced to flee to my villa. So you want the key to Ukuku Prairie, do you? I may be able to help you. Let's make a deal, shall we? I want you to retrieve the golden leaf I left behind in the castle when I fled. Okay. Smashing! To tell you the truth, there are 5 leaves, and I want them all. Oh, you'll need to do some digging, so buy a shovel. Are you off then? Good luck. Yeah, and I think this theme song is actually from Frog the Bell Tolls too, and that might be a game that in the future I'll play because it is a lot of fun, and it's not an easy game either. All right, so let's go to that castle. What am I doing with these guys? Phone. How many secret seashells do I have? I only have 1. I'm slacking. Ah! I'm gonna get hit by those guys. 50 paces this way. Alright. So go over here, and this monkey fellow is gonna help me out with those bananas that I got earlier. Yep. Take those bananas. Ooh, ooh, kiki, monkeys! Although, I forgot they have little butts. How adorable. Monkey business. Done. Bye-bye. Ooh, kiki. Goodbye, monkey butts. I got a stick! You found a stick a monkey left behind. You take it. Alright. Monkey Party. Monkey boys! Bam. Take out some Goombas. Ah! No! What are you doing? There we go. Get that double jump. Get them hearts. Monkey orgy. Lewd! Alright. So... if I remember right, I always forget where... There's one, okay. You found a golden leaf. You can see how many you have on the subscreen. Let's check that out. I have one so far. Okay, that's not a place for one. Don't want to go in here yet. I believe there's two in there. On my way. Okay, I gotta do this. Oh, almost there. Ah! Dang it. There we go. Found a golden leaf. You can see how many you have on the subscreen. Yep, yep. Alright, and then this guy doesn't give me a leaf, so I can go inside the castle now. Oh, that good Zelda theme. Alright, take out these guys. Alright, two left. Nope. There we go. Alright, gang. Almost got those golden leaves. Open that drawbridge. Huh, it sounds like the castle gate opened. You can easily leave the castle now. Good to know. Go up here. Oh yeah, I need bombs. Found a golden leaf. Alright. Back to the feather. Actually, let me check that subscreen. I need one more. Interesting. It feels like, always felt like to me like this castle part of the game felt like it was lifted from Link to the Past, mostly because you have to fight this ball and chain guy. But the design of the castle is pretty similar too. Juke and jive. Come on. Oh, wah. Ooh, that was bold. There we go. Damn. Let's see Richard about that key. Let's make our way back there. I don't know if we'll have enough time for tonight to get through the third level, but at least get the slime key. Maybe we'll pick up at the Slime Palace next week. Which, 2 palaces per stream is not too bad. Alright, we can walk out of here. A free man. Nope, not that way. Go down this way. Here to Richard's. Talk to that good, apparently French guy. Ah, très bien! I see you have recovered all the leaves. Now move this box and you will find your reward. Move that box. Done and done. Alright. Going through this underground. Another secret sheet shell, which I can't apparently say. Alright. And then he locks you in the cellar. France exists in Hyrule. It does! Oh gosh, why did I walk into that hole? Oh, this part. And how annoying this part is. There's like a very specific route that I have to take in order to get to the key. Well, technically Link made up the French language in his head because it is a dream. You are not wrong. Or was it the windfish? Maybe the windfish is classy like that. Oh yeah, I gotta go this way. Boom. Alright, so we purchased that shovel, right? Can you dig it? Does Link's Awakening take place in Subcon? That's a good theory. Would explain all the Mario character crossover. Maybe that's where all of the Goombas and Mario characters went. That's why Mario just fights nothing but Doki Doki Panic characters. Alright, so what I'll do here, I'm gonna go open that slime palace. Dang it, what's that farming sim game on stream? Oh, Stardew Valley? Is that what you're thinking of, Syncope? Hyrule Story said this actually happened. If I remember correctly, yeah. I mean, like, this all really happened. But the island itself was a dream in the windfish's mind. Ugh, Guardian Acorn. You're welcome, Syncope. Alright, Richard. I am forever in your debt for getting my leaves back. You're welcome? Not sure what you'll do with them, but... And the Slime Palace is open. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to the Slime Palace, the Slime Palace entrance. Mowing Richard's lawn. Yep. Sometimes you need to do that yard work for a princely prince. Do some jumping. Cool. Level 3 Key Cavern. Alright, so what I'm going to do here, I think that's going to be it for tonight. So let me go ahead and save here and close this out. So yeah, with that said, thank you guys so much for tuning in. It's pretty decent progress, I'd say. I'm not sure how how many episodes it will take. I think I'm going to cap myself off at 3. And if I'm able to actually clear it in 3 episodes, then I think we can call it a success. So again, I apologize. I don't have a closing for this week. Again, because I'm so beat from that SNES Classic camp out. Which, by the way, it does look like numbers are very good for being able to grab one. Initially, I think it's going to be a little difficult just after today, but Nintendo has promised that they're going to have ample supply. So definitely, pick it up. I cannot stress how awesome it is to be able to have Mario RPG and Earthbound in a single package, because they are notoriously difficult to emulate properly, at least on physical hardware. So, oh no, thank you, Louis. My pleasure to do this. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, so thank you guys for stopping by. I appreciate all the follows. So next week, same time, we'll pick up again on the challenge here. May or may not have a retrospective. Just depends on if I'm able to edit things in time. Again, I'm also going to try and pick up some Gundam kits this weekend, and also take a look at what I actually have in stock. So I might try and figure out a night this week between editing things and getting everything situated to do a live stream of Gundam building and do some Gundam trivia for you guys that aren't necessarily into Gundam. It's a very, very fun anime series, very rich with history. It is essentially the Star Trek of Japan in that it failed miserably upon its first run, but became incredibly popular in syndication and ended up becoming deeply entrenched in pop culture in Japan to the point where you can get credit cards now that have Gundam art on them. There's Gundam Cafe, a lot of different things. Oh, thank you, Anime Jeff. I appreciate it. Yeah, like, I can't stress this enough, guys. It is so much fun to be able to have you guys here. I hope the stream is a lot of fun for you guys. It's very fun for me, and like just having awesome people here to hang out with and play games with, and just, you know, feel like I'm playing games with friends is a lot of fun. On top of that, I did want to also not to get too serious. I know it's a thing within the nerd community. A lot of us suffer from depression and stuff. So I just did want to mention that seasonal depression is going to be a thing pretty soon. I know myself, I get afflicted by depression from time to time, but things like this definitely help my mood. So being able to do the stream and stay positive and busy helps a lot. So, you know, as fellow streamers and as squatters, as I've been calling the fan base, you know, go out there and, you know, if you have friends that you know suffer from seasonal stuff or suffer from depression, you know, let them know that you care. You know, it takes a couple seconds to just let somebody know that they're important. And that's one of the things that I want to do with the stream is let people know that they're valuable. You know, this stream wouldn't exist if not for you great people. You guys are very, very, very awesome. I cannot say that enough, emphatically so. So, you know, if you do one thing this week for homework, not that I'm trying to assign things out, you know, go ahead and spread that positivity. That's something that I definitely want to try and do myself. So, you know, tell people what you think. You know, let them know that you like playing games with them or you appreciate them. So it's only going to get a little bit tougher as the holiday goes in, especially with Thanksgiving and Christmas. So, you know, if you're looking to try and get a distraction, check out the stream. But also, you know, just be good to one another. It means a lot that you guys have been such a great bunch and been really supportive. It definitely helps me out, and I really, really appreciate that. It's really selfless of you guys. So, you know, stay awesome. I really can't stress that enough about you guys. My recommendation for this week... pardon me a moment as I disappear off camera. I gotta find the actual copy of it. I'll keep talking here. It's a book series that I picked up not too long ago. They're really, really well done. It's by a French author named Koholint Island. If you can see it here. It's called The History of Nintendo. It's a book series, actually. It's really well printed. But this first volume, you can find it on Amazon. I believe there are digital downloads as well. But a lot of the info that I get on Nintendo comes from the series of books. But it pretty much covers everything from when Nintendo started out as a Hanafuda card manufacturer way back in the 1800s, all the way up until they started making video game consoles. So it covers all of their really weird and rich history of making arcade cabinets to buying out bowling alleys to have light gun shooting ranges, which is a really crazy chapter to read in here. But it also covers their experience with running a taxi service, making baby strollers, office supplies. Like, Nintendo's had their hands in a lot of different things that weren't video games, so I can't recommend it enough. It is a very, very fun book filled with lots of really awesome pictures, stuff from Nintendo's archives. They gave this guy special permission to check out a lot of their stuff for him to do the book. The sequel to this book is an entire book on the Game & Watch series, which is something that I definitely want to try and do a retrospective on at some point. But both books are really good, so this is my recommendation for the week. Definitely check it out again. It's The History of Nintendo by Koholint Island, or however you pronounce his last name. But it definitely gives a really good look into Nintendo's rich history, a lot of their goofs and mistakes as well, but also touches a lot on... not to get too much wordy here, that also touches on a lot of what Gunpei Yokoi, creator of the Game Boy and the Game & Watch, brought to the company. So check it out. It's a lot of fun. Reads really well. It's not too wordy like I am. So again, we'll be back on next week same time at 8 p.m. EDT at this channel. Again, thank you so much for all the new followers. It really, really means a lot. Again, you can check out the info below for streaming schedule rules, donations, stuff like that. I'll try and post some updates on retrospective stuff on Twitter this week. If you haven't already, go ahead and follow that stuff. Sometimes there's good things on Twitter. So yeah, so that's it for the week. So thank you again. Sorry it got heavy there for a second. I really do appreciate you guys. I know I've said that like 18 times already. But I'll close out and hopefully see you guys again soon. Bye guys. As I awkwardly shut this down.